Hi friends, this is regarding tomorrow's market Nifty levels. Let's discuss, have a look on price action. So we are approaching month end, so we'll go to month end chart behavior. So on March, if you check on the March, the market is on downtrend. So from 25,000 to below 25,000, 22,500, right? So 25,000, right? 25,000 to 25,000 to 23,000, 22,300 or 400. So this is on market and March is downtrend, and in April there is a recovery from the low 23,400 to 22,400 to again 24,800, like something 24,000, around 24,800 something around. So when we check this area, there is 23,300 to 22,300 to 23,000, 24,500. So this is from these levels. The market in April is an inside candle for the March. So there is an inside candle in March, and coming to the May, so there is no dip right to these levels. So there is somewhat dip at around 22,300. 23,300 is the low, and 24,400 is the high. So coming to May, there is this also. It doesn't fall like a March, so it happens at 23,300 to 24,700, 24,500. So that means there is no much fall or no much rise. So there is a market is at one range, right? It is traveling at one range. So when we check on the monthly front, there is still hope of rising up to this month, rising up to 24,000 or 24,050. So but coming to this, we are thinking about a price action of 24,050 and is a closing, right, as per the price action, because there is already a dip, and compare the dip and compared to the April price action in the bullish view compared to the March. So we are also hoping a 24,050 closing for this month of May. So but while this is might be the price action what we are thinking for, but when we go to the weekly side, the market is ever rising from the down, right, in the May, slow by one by slow, but somewhere the market is halted at 23,600 levels, 23,600 levels for 8 consecutive sessions. That is, we will see where it is in the day candle. If you check, the market stays constantly at, see, one session, 2 session, 3 session, 4 session, 5 session, 6 session, 7 sessions, right? 7 to 8 sessions, the market is almost there. Almost 8 sessions, the market is around 23,600 to 23,650 or 680, 700, like that. So the market basically revolving around 23,600, but hopefully this last closing also it is around 23,700. That means another 50 points. That means the market is slowly rising, rise, fall. There is no much fall here again, and the market is stalled here. So that means that is from the weekly candle, the price action tells the market is staying at these levels, right? So blocking at these levels, so 23,700. So there is going to be a fresh week. So the week suggests whether the market comes to this point again on rise after that, or because there is only a 5 more sessions in closing of May. 5 more sessions on me. That in that also one session is holiday, that is 27th, I think. 27th is holiday. So comparing these things with the market come down for these 5 sessions is the matter, right? So because there is a buyers entering at the low level, so if the market reach the low level, there is a huge buy setup. Because you see, when in the day candle, whenever the market reach, there is a buy, right? So there is a buyers entering at this level. See, huge buy is there, right? So I don't think the market will come down. And based on, there is a news also today from the Trump that US and Iran, right? US and Iran conflicts is getting to one side, one side setup, like Iran is going to hand over the uranium deposits, their uranium deposits, which is under 66% pure uranium. So it looks like there is no Trump side management announced, but there is no reaction from the Iran, that they didn't say like that. So that means they are calm and quiet. So it suggests that there is some discussions going on positive note. So right, so that is one fuel for the market tomorrow. So that suggests the market may be a gap up, maybe a huge gap up or moderate gap up. So but that moderate or the huge gap up, what it suggests, maybe whether it rise and sell and rise, because the market is still on sell on rise. Sell on rise is the evidence that we are seeing from the lot of days. So, and buy on dips also, even so, buy on dips, when there is more dip, then it's a huge buy. So compared to that, so there might be a gap up and sell down, right? Sell off. So at the market open, it is better to sell off the calls, whatever in buy position, and whoever sold puts exit from the options. So then we have to look for a fresh initiate of positions. Like suppose the market rise, open gap up at 24,000 or 24,200, 24,300, 400, something. So but we have to look for a sell off, since the market still at sell off mode, right, and rise. So and then we have to check for what is the holding level, that is new support, right? New support based on the first sell off. So the new support may be at, if there is 23,800 nearby, or 24,000 nearby. So if it holds that might be the new support for the next move. So we hope that the market takes a support at 24,000, or market takes a resistance somewhere on the open side. So the resistance and the support, this first resistance support may be the guiding points for the next week trade. So what we have to observe is just look for the gap up and stay and close the positions whoever have already in call options buy side, and put options sell side, and wait for the levels. And so we will conclude tomorrow what will be the closing points. Maybe if the market close at 24,000, maybe that may be a support, or 23,800, that may be a fresh support. Or if the market never comes back to 23,800 and it stays 24,000 above, then there should be the supporting point, and from there we have to look for a buy on dips, right? Because up to now it's sell on rise. Now we have to look for buy on dips. So we'll look for buy on dips for next week based on the market tomorrow holds. Thank you. Let's see tomorrow, next week. Stay in touch with me. Subscribe into Stocksology and Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and help me to make a community, so that we'll have a discussion on some other materials, like we'll learn each other by checking candlesticks. So we will roll out some new teachings on candles, formations, patterns, all these things. I already shared some patterns, which is very good patterns last in my last postings. So that should be always should be on our table. So that patterns we'll discuss one by one. So let's hope for the best. Thank you.